Welcome to Wiki Whispers, a sanctuary crafted just for you. A place where restorative stories and bedtime stories guide you gently into relaxation, preparing you for the deep sleep you deserve. This is your peaceful retreat, your special corner for unwinding and experiencing the best sleep time. Take a moment now to prepare yourself. Settle into a position that feels most comfortable. Whether you're lying down, cradled in your favorite blanket, or nested into a cozy chair, feel the surface beneath you offering gentle support, as if the world itself is holding you, ensuring you are safe and at ease. Let's take a deep breath together. Breathe in deeply through your nose. Hold it for a soft moment and exhale slowly through your mouth. With each breath, feel tension melting away. Your shoulders grow heavy. Your hands rest easily, and your face softens into calmness. As the rhythm of your breathing steadies, imagine each exhale as a sigh of relief, a quiet release of everything you've carried today. Close your eyes or let your gaze soften. Picture yourself surrounded by a gentle glow, a light of warmth and peace, wrapping around you like a comforting embrace. This is your time to let go. There is no need to rush, no need to think of anything but the soothing journey ahead. With each passing moment, you are preparing your mind and body for a state of pure sleep relaxation. Let my voice be your companion as we step into a world of calm and serenity. Each word is designed to help you get sleepy, to quiet your thoughts and draw you closer to the peaceful stillness of the night. Imagine your thoughts slowing down like snowflakes drifting lazily to the ground, each one settling until your mind becomes as quiet as a winter's night. This is your moment to embrace rest, your invitation to release the day and welcome the deep, restorative sleep you need. Allow the rhythm of the story to cradle you, gently leading you into a space where dreams come softly and sleep feels effortless. Take another deep breath in and out. With every breath, feel yourself sinking deeper into the warmth and comfort around you. You are safe, you are calm, and you are ready to let go. Let the fantastical tale carry you like a gentle stream, flowing toward tranquility, guiding you naturally into the best sleep time you've ever had. Everything you need is right here, waiting to welcome you into the night's embrace. Now, let the words and your breath work together. Let go of the day. Let go of everything. You are ready to drift away. Let's begin. Little Brother and Little Sister by Grimm Brothers, modified and read by Viktor Hejna. The cottage stood at the edge of a quiet village, nested in a valley surrounded by rolling hills and dense ancient forests. It was a humble home, but it had once been filled with love and warmth. Little Brother and Little Sister had lived there with their mother, who was kind and gentle. She would sing to them as she baked bread, and her laughter echoed in every corner of the house. But those days were a distant memory now, for their mother had passed away, leaving a void that nothing could fill. After her death, their father remarried, bringing a stepmother into their lives. At first, the children had hoped for kindness, but it quickly became clear that their stepmother had no affection for them. She was a cold and bitter woman, whose sharp tongue and cruel hand turned one's happy home into a place of misery. The stepmother beat them without reason, shoved them aside if they came too near, and fed them little more than scraps and crusts. Even the household dog fared better, often rewarded with tender morsels, while the children went hungry. If only Mother could see us now, thought Little Brother, his heart aching with despair. He took his sister by the hand one evening, as the setting sun bathed the hills in a golden glow, and whispered, "Let's leave this place. There is no happiness left for us here. We'll find a new life in the wide open world." Little sister nodded, her eyes brimming with tears. Together they slipped out of the house and into the fading light, their small hands tightly clasped. They walked all day, their bare feet sore from traversing fields, meadows, and jagged paths. When the rain began to fall, little sister whispered through tears, "It feels as though the heavens are crying with us." By evening, they found themselves on the edge of a vast, shadowy forest. Exhausted and hungry, they discovered a hollow tree and curled up inside, falling into a restless sleep. When morning came, sunlight pierced through the canopy, warming the hollow where they had taken refuge. Little Brother woke first, parched from the long journey. "I'm so thirsty," he said, rising to his feet. "I think I hear a brook nearby. Wait here while I find it." But what they didn't know was that their stepmother was no ordinary woman. She was a witch, and through her malevolent magic, she had tracked the siblings' escape. As she crept through the forest like a shadow, she bewitched the streams and brooks ahead of them, each one carrying a sinister curse. Little brother soon came upon a bubbling brook. As he knelt to drink, little sister caught up with him. She froze when she heard the water's strange melodic murmur. Whoever drinks of me, a tiger shall be. Whoever drinks of me, a tiger shall be. Brother, stop, she cried. You mustn't drink this water. If you do, you'll become a tiger and tear me apart. Reluctantly, little brother stood and walked away, though his thirst only grew stronger. Soon they found another stream. This time its voice warned, whoever drinks of me, a wolf shall be. Whoever drinks of me, a wolf shall be. Please, brother, little sister plead. Stay strong. I couldn't bear to lose you. Little brother clenched his fists. I'll wait for the next spring, he muttered. But if I don't drink soon, I'll die of thirst. At last, they came on a third brook. The water sparkled invitingly in the sunlight, but the ominous rhyme it sang was no less foreboding. Whoever drinks of me, a roebuck shall be. Whoever drinks of me, a roebuck shall be. This time, little brother could not resist. He knelt by the brook, cupped the water in his hands, and drank deeply. At the first drops touched his lips, his body transformed. Before little sister's eyes, he became a young roebuck. His gentle eyes filled with sorrow and confusion. Little sister wept as she held her brother's soft, furred face. Don't worry, she whispered through her tears. I'll never leave you. Using her golden ribbon, she fashioned a collar for him, then braided rushes into a leash to guide him through the forest. Together they wandered until they found a small, abandoned cottage tucked away in the woods. This will be our home, little sister decided. She made a bed of moss and leaves for the roebuck and gathered berries, nuts and roots for herself. Every day she brought fresh grass for her brother and talked to him as if he were still human. At night she would lay her head on his warm back and drift into a peaceful sleep. Though life in the forest was hard, they found a fragile happiness in their solitude. One day, the forest echoed with the sound of hunting horns and the baying of hounds. The roebuck pricked up his ears, his instincts awakening. He paced restlessly, his hooves tapping against the wooden floor of their little home. Sister, he said, his voice trembling with urgency, I must go. The call of the hunt is too strong to resist. Little sister hesitated. You can go. She finally relented. But promise me, You'll return by nightfall. When you knock at the door, say, "Dear sister, let me in, so I'll know it's you." The roebuck bounded into the woods, his golden collar gleaming in the sunlight. The king, who was leading the hunt, spotted the magnificent creature and ordered his men to capture it. But the roebuck was swift and cunning, evading every trap. As dusk fell, he returned to the cottage and called out, "Dear sister, let me in." Only then did little sister open the door and welcome him back. This pattern repeated over many days. Each time, the king marveled at the roebuck's beauty and speed, but could never catch him. One evening, however, a huntsman followed the roebuck to the cottage and witnessed the secret exchange at the door. The next day, he reported what he had seen to the king. The king devised a plan. "Surround the forest," he ordered. "We'll track the creature to its hiding place." That evening, as the roebuck limped home, wounded but not gravely so, the king approached the cottage. He knocked on the door and called out, "Dear sister, let me in." Little sister opened the door, expecting her brother, but instead the king stepped inside. His presence filled the room, and little sister shrank back, frightened. But the king's gaze was gentle as he said, "Do not be afraid. I have come to offer you and your brother a better life." Moved by his sincerity, little sister agreed. She took her brother by the leash and followed the king to his place. There she was given fine clothes and treated with kindness. The roebuck was allowed to roam the royal gardens, where he was cared for tenderly. In time, the king and little sister grew close, and they were married in a grand ceremony. Happiness seemed within reach at last. But far away, the witch seethed with envy and hatred. She had believed the children were long dead and was furious to learn of their newfound joy. Determined to ruin their lives once more, she began plotting her revenge. The witch's plan came to fruition after little sister gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. Disguising herself as a maid, the witch crept into the queen's chambers and lured her into a bath prepared with deadly magic. Once the queen was gone, the witch replaced her with her own hideous daughter, using a spell to mimic the queen's appearance, though she couldn't restore her missing eye. When the king returned, he was deceived by the disguise. But the roebuck was not. He refused to go near the false queen and mourned his sister's absence. Suspicious, the king began to investigate and soon uncovered the witch's treachery. The witch and her daughter were banished, and the king searched far and wide for his true queen. Through his efforts, the spell was broken and little sister was restored to life. The family was reunited and the roebuck was transformed back into a boy. Together they lived in peace, their bond stronger than ever, safe from the witch's reach forevermore. Good night.